What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Rob. I'm back with another video. Now, today, this is a little bit different. I'm out running some errands, but I did want to give you a quick review on these JLab headphones that I've been wearing for the past week or so. Now, I've been using these at work, and I use them a little bit around the house, but mostly I've been using them at work because where I work at, we can listen to music constantly, stream, we can do whatever. And I want to give you the verdict on the JLab. Now, the size of this case is pretty cool. It does add some bulge to your pocket. I wear work pants and what have you, so I have various pockets, but everybody don't have those advantages. When you wear the work pants, you got, pockets here and there to carry whatever you need for the day. And for me, it worked. But if you're a casual person, walking around the streets or what have you, unless you have your backpack with you, you're really gonna have problems probably carrying this around. Also, the charging port on the back is really cool. It's also convenient to a certain extent, but at the same time, it's not convenient. You can see the length of it. It's not much to work with when it comes to, plugging up the different outlets and chargers. I have here this Anchor charger, and I left the top part undone, so I'm able to plug it in from that matter. But as it sits in my car, I'm unable to read to know how much power is in, or how much power that the case actually has. So from that perspective, this is like a win and lose situation. Cool to have, but I wish it was a little bit longer, as far as you can have it extended away from your from where you're charging at your charging source. And it's a little awkward with this tip, the way you have to plug it in. But I can't knock it for the convenience, because at work I could plug it into a computer that's at my desk or what have you, and let it charge from that way without having to bring an outlet or anything on the floor in my work area. So that's kind of cool. You do get a lot of time with this. I usually listen pretty heavily for about 4 hours before lunch, between 6 and 11:30ish. I put in about 4 hours of listening with these, and after lunch, I might listen for another 2 or 3 hours after charging this during the lunchtime. The one thing I can say about the blue sponge ones, they can be a little irritating to the ears after a while, but it took a little longer for it to kind of bother the inner part of my ear, probably that first day. Then the second day, third day, each day it progressively got a little better. So I don't know, for example, if there's a chemical or something on the tips of these headbuds that may cause irritation in the beginning, and then over time, as the natural oils of your ears kind of mixes with it, it kind of becomes less irritable. I'm not a scientist. I don't know if that's a true fact or not. I'm just trying to give an educated guess. I do have the rubber tip ones with the various sizes and what have you. The rubber tip ones immediately irritated me, and I kind of thought the sponge ones would be better. Next week, I'm going to go ahead and probably flip to the sponge ones and see how those go. I mean the rubber tip, not the sponge one. I'm going to go a week with the rubber tip ones and change them out over the sponge ones. But again, I'm pretty much expecting the same thing, whereas it may start off being a little irritable, and then over time, as oils get on the surface of these tips, maybe they become less irritable. I don't know if other people experience a similar thing, where the oils from your ear probably make these tips feel less irritable. Let's get to the sound of it. Sound wise, it's pretty good. It's decent. I wear work glasses, safety glasses. Also, I want to bring this up. When you put these on, make sure I couldn't put them on with the safety glasses on. I had to take the safety glasses off first, then put them on, and then put my glasses on. I don't know if it's because the thickness of the actual rubber itself that makes it hard to get behind my ear, but it worked better without any type of glasses on. So if you have like sunglasses on or some, your eyeglasses, you may want to take those off first, put them on, make sure you get the fit right, then put your glasses on second, because if you put this on while your glasses on, it could cause a problem as far as fit, as far as irritation behind the ear cartilage and what have you, and that could cause a problem. Another thing also, my ears, I have pretty big ears, and my ears are closer to my skull, so the fit for me is kind of good. If you have ears, people whose ears protrude out a little more, where there's more cartilage behind the ear, this little hard frame right there leaning up against that could cause you some irritation behind the ears. So I'm always aware of how these little hard pieces you find on the back of these headphones, is it a complete rubber piece that goes from end to end, or is there any hard plastic along the way? And this right here has that hard plastic along the way. So I believe for some people you can have irritation in the cartilage area behind your ear. Sound quality is, like I said, I'm getting back to that. I kind of got off on a tangent. Is really good on these, man. They're good for the price. I did get a lot of bleed-in sounds from the outside where I was trying to seal it off. And what I find myself doing is turning it more to seal it into a tighter seal and a little press. Doing that worked out, but I felt like I had to do it too much to get the sound quality that I have. I streamed a lot. I was heavy into Sirius XM. I did a lot of streaming. The sound was decent. When I listened to music that was on my phone, that I'm one of the few people who keep music on their phone. Quality was great. If you got a music player that has its own EQ, that works out. That can enhance the sound of this. If you have some type like power amp, for example, I use power amp. Comes with a great EQ system inside of it. I use that as far as when it comes to adjusting the headphones, and the bass and the quality was nice. As far as this little area that you have where you have to do the touch gestures to get the menu features to work, I feel like I wish I had a bigger surface. It was pretty hard to get some of the menu features like skipping forwards, pausing, those type of things, triple tapping and all of that. I wish it had a bigger surface. But overall, it wasn't really good. The tap features that they have on there. I wish it had a little bit bigger surface to work with. But again, for the price to value, they're nice. You know what I'm saying? It all depends if you think 69 or is it 59. I can't remember the price off the top of my head. I'll leave that link down there. It's too much for these, but it's right around in that price range. If you think that's too much, then you may not like these. But if you consider that to be cheap, then you will find value in these headbuds. On a scale of 1 to 10, I kind of put this in a 6.5 to 7 point range. But overall, they're pretty decent for the price. I think I'm going to hold on to them for work headphones. I'm not going to use them for travel or anything of that nature. I'm pretty strictly going to use these at work. They don't bother my ears as much as they did in the beginning, but they're pretty good. So I'm about to go in to the grocery store. I'm out in the parking lot doing this. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Also comment, subscribe. I appreciate all you guys, man. I do. And I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out.